Sometimes, misfortune is a sail that carries us to the shore on which we are meant to be. This quote is a reflection of life in Jersey City's urban mosaic, a collection of souls from different ethnicities, faiths, educations, and occupations, all just trying to make it in the world. But not all of them do, at least not on the first try. The quote also is a metaphor for reentry, which is the business that I'm in. People in the urban mosaic who are suffering from addiction or returning home from incarceration, they come to our shore for a second chance. My name is Damon Watson, and I am New Jersey Reentry Corporation's Senior Director of Legal Services, and we're headquartered right here in Jersey City. Since its inception, NJRC Legal Services has touched the lives of over 35,000 individuals. I want to tell you about one of them. His mother was a paralegal and a teacher, but she was also a high-functioning alcoholic. His father was one of the first black men in the United States to obtain both an MD and a JD, but he was also a cocaine addict who routinely and savagely beat his wife, sometimes in front of the kids. Despite the trauma and the chaos, our guy made it all the way through grad school, and he started a promising career. He got married. He had kids. Then his world exploded. In 5 years, he lost 6 family members: mother, father, grandmothers, grandfather, aunt. And what followed was depression, addiction, divorce, custody loss, job loss, eviction, homelessness, and a cascade of felonies. He was recruited by a fraud ring to walk into banks and cash corporate checks. From time to time, the same group would also rob marijuana dealers. That landed him in a deadly chase with several pounds of weed and a gun in a possibly stolen car. He spent 9 months in county jail, and when he got out, his record prevented him from getting a job, so he went back to the fraud ring. That's what he knew. But they had become far more ambitious since he was locked up, and multiple fraud and conspiracy charges later, he served another 11 months. During that second bid, though, he received a sign. He read a newspaper article about NJRC. He saw providence in this. And shortly after he was released, he sought out NJRC, and his life changed almost immediately. He was able to get a job, then a better job. He joined a triathlon club. He started dating again, and he actually got remarried. These were miracles. Now, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to picture what he looks like. Now, open your eyes. Did he look like this? Because if he didn't, you've got the wrong guy. Because I just told you my story. Now, I'm going to let that sink in, and then I'm going to address 2 obvious questions. 1, yes, I'm black. When you take a light-skinned man from Alabama and a Creole woman from Louisiana and you mix them all up, you get this. And 2, yes, I did those things. All of them. I even shot meth in a tent on Skid Row. I used to have trouble telling this story until I finally found the purpose in it. And here it is. 1, to break preconceptions. Like the tiles that make up the urban mosaic, second chances can look like anything and anyone. And those looks can deceive. I mean, take me. I'm black, but I look white. I went from Princeton to prison, from Harvard to homeless, from professional to correctional. But then my arc shifted back, and I went from state custody to state champion, from iron bars to Ironman, from correctional back to professional. My book smarts may have been cultivated in ivory towers, but my street smarts and my empathy itself were forged in the fires and hellscapes of Skid Row and LA County Jail. I struggled with my own addiction, homelessness, and reentry, and now I help thousands with theirs. There are levels to this, and I have been on all of them. Those are my bona fides. I am exactly the person to talk about this. 2, create tangible hope. No matter how far gone you are, how many bad things you've done, or how dark the darkness has become around you, there is always, always a way back to second chances and redemption, but you will 100% have to ask for the help. And once you get that second chance, you have to reset the tone to maintain it. I used to tell myself, well, gonna get high today, or I'm gonna die today. It was elegant in its simplicity, but it didn't work. Now it's, what impossible thing can I do today to make myself better, to push past who I think I am and find out who I really am? I will waste no time. I will use every gift I have. I will always show gratitude. I will always respond with excellence, and I will always make something good from something bad. And finally, I will remind myself, I'm not better than anyone. But if you give me a chance, I can make anyone better. These are difficult times and people are scared, terrified. I see it every day. My story can help. because it's a comeback from impossible circumstances. Skid Row, LA County Jail, meth? People don't come back from meth. It's 1 part cautionary, 3 parts inspirational, and there's so much more to unpack. Like being locked up in the pandemic, or navigating race day 1 in LA County Jail, or training for my first Ironman behind bars, or surviving Ted Cruz as a law school roommate, that happened, or helping NJRC expunge over 50 criminal records since 2020. But if you want to hear about any of that, you're going to have to put me through to phase 3, because my 5 minutes is up.